Hello. Welcome to this first position of strength in France by Twitter. I am Audrey. I am leading the public policy for Twitter here in France. And I'm really, really happy to be there with you today to talk to you about this program, Position of Strength by Twitter. What it is, Position of Strength. This program has been built by Twitter to help women being empowered online and on Twitter, to share their views, to share their opinions, to fight for what they believe in safely, fearlessly, without feeling uncomfortable online. We know women are less comfortable than men in life to express themselves. We know it's worse online. And we want it to change, and we want it to change on Twitter, and we want Twitter to be part of this change. So, of course, you can tweet, of course. And you can use the hashtag position of strength. You can also use the hashtag of the Women's Forum, which is, if I'm saying it right, hashtag WFMG16. Was right? GM, sorry. So what we'll talk about today, we'll make a big overview of Twitter, what it is, what's made for, how it can be useful for you. Then I will try to help you really quickly to build your profile and to find a more efficient way to share your views on Twitter. Of course, we will talk about safety. This is why we are here today, to talk about safety and to help you feeling safe on Twitter. Feeling safe because we believe in freedom of expression, and we stand for freedom of expression. But if you don't feel safe, you will not talk. You will not express yourself. So our goal today is to talk to you about safety, all the tools we have for you, and how to feel safe on Twitter to express yourself. And then we will go through some tips and try to find some inspiration for best practices and examples. I'm not sure we'll have time for Q&A. If we don't, we just have a corner in the discovery area, and you are more than welcome to come and see us and ask everything you want to know. We also have really cool goodies. So I told it already, but our goals here is really to help you being empowered on Twitter, to help you share your voice on Twitter, share what matters to you, to help women equality, to share what matters for you, and to give you the power. And at the end of this session, I want you all to feel safe on Twitter and to feel confident to use Twitter the way you want to share what is important for you. I will not make a long speech about what is Twitter, because most of you may know Twitter, but I have a really short video that could maybe help you. It's supposed to work with the sound. So imagine all the things that happened on Twitter during the last 10 years. From the plane on the Hudson River, first image really tweeted on live news on Twitter, from live matter, from long wins, Barack Obama election, more recently Donald Trump election. So Black Lives Matter, bring back our girls. This platform has followed everything that was happening in the world for the last 10 years. So when Nelson Mandela died, for the bombing in Boston, the platform was also really strong and really intense during Fukushima. It was a really useful platform during Paris attack, and it was the place where Je suis Charlie has been able to express itself. It's also a place for every VITs trying to share funnier stuff. For meme, of course. And we made this video for our 10th anniversary because we're young, we're just 10 years, but everything happened on Twitter during these 10 years because Twitter, it's what's happening. Our mission, what we stand for, is to give everyone the power to create and share ideas and information instantly without barrier. And we want to give you this power. Really quickly, some digits to remember, and it will be the only one you have today. This platform is live, it's public, it's conversational. We do have 317 million people on the platform. Quick question about that. Who here has a Twitter account? Wow. OK, it ruined my second question. My second question is, so who doesn't have a Twitter account but already saw tweets? Yeah, it's not the same if everyone has a Twitter account. So basically, my point is to say, yes, we do have 317 million people on Twitter, but everyone has seen a tweet. A single tweet can be seen on Twitter by 317 million people, but can also be seen everywhere in the world, on TV, on news, everywhere. That's the power of the platform. It's public. It means that you can reach everyone. There's lots of tweets every day, almost 1 billion tweets every 2 days. And also, 79% of our users are outside of the US. That's an important fact. We are everywhere, almost everywhere. And this number is really important. 82% of our users are using Twitter on their mobile. It's key for you to remember. Mobile is what we care. We came from mobile. We were creating from mobile. We're still mobile. And it's important because people unlock their phone 150 times a day. Can you imagine? It means that if you want to catch their attention, you need to think mobile. You need to adapt your content to mobile. It's small. Let's be honest, it's really small. If you want to catch their attention, you need to adapt. We'll talk about it, but you can use picture, you can use video to do so. I'm using Twitter in public transportation every morning. Not really well waking up. And I'm scrolling my timeline. If you don't put a video, if you don't put a picture, I will not even look at your tweet. And I'm a reader. So think about all these people. You need to catch their attention. You need to think mobile. Who's on Twitter? Who are our 317 million people? Mainly, not mainly, but half of them are women. Good news. And they are young. Young women are on Twitter. So you can reach a community, and you can create a community and find people to help you sharing your message and your voices. Also remember that 40% of our users are just listeners. They are coming every day. They are on Twitter all the time. They don't share. They are here to listen. So give them something to listen to. So let's get started. What is a tweet? What's special about a tweet? I know you will say 140 characters. Someone knows why. Come on, don't be shy. Why 140? You know SMS? SMS, we are coming from mobile. SMS is 160 characters. So when they created Twitter for mobile, you started to tweet by SMS. And they took the 160 characters, they removed 20 to put your username, and it was 140. And think about the fact that there's a lot of countries in the world still tweeting with SMS. India, for example. And if, I don't know, if one day internet is breaking down, let's pray for that not happening, you could continue to tweet with SMS. So that's why 140, yes, this is what made us special. But I would also say no, because we have video, we have photo. So you can put way more than 140 characters in a tweet. You can share more than that. In a tweet, you do have a username, so it starts with an @ it's unique, it's yours. And then you can put a name beyond it, and that you could change. And you have engagement button. It will allow you to reply, retweet, like, and 3 dots. This is an important part, we'll talk about it later. The 3 dots allow you to do all the other things, included safety, reporting, muting, blocking accounts. And how it is. Also, my first recommendation will be to customize your profile and to make it your ID. Actually, your profile, it's like your ID. It's who you are. Change it. Make it yours. Put a photo, put a bio. Use hashtag. Change the header. You have the ability to put a lot of content in your profile. Share who you are. People need to know when they see your content who is talking. So don't forget to change it. Then use hashtag. We know it's all about hashtag on Twitter. People think that. You know that hashtag was not created by Twitter, but by a user. At first, when I started at Twitter, it was difficult for me to explain exactly what was a hashtag. And actually, hashtag is what can link 2 different discussions. This example is a really sad one and really optimistic one also. So during Paris attack, there were people in the area of the Bataclan and of the Republic neighborhood in Paris. People who were here out for the night, far from their home, and who were feeling insecure, and for real, and were tweeting, asking, I don't know where to go. And another discussion was here with people living in this neighborhood saying, hey, we're living here, we are safe in our apartments, please come to our place. But these people were not sharing together because they were all speaking in their own area. And Sylvain Lapoix, he tweeted that. He said, people who are looking for a place, people who are offering a place, use one hashtag, porte ouverte, in your tweets. And then you will connect all the discussion and actually, in fact, connect people and help to rescue people. So hashtag, it's exactly what is hashtag, connecting discussions. Also, one only thing to remember when you're on Twitter, be authentic, be yourself. Don't fake it. Don't try to be someone else and to pretend anything. Be you, because people are interested in what you have to share, not what someone thinks that it would be good to say on Twitter. Be yourself. That's the most important part. And this, last but not least, join conversation. You are to talk to people. So use hashtag. Talk to people, answer, reply, retweet, engage conversation. Because if you do so, you will create the network effect. These people will retweet your content, will know you exist, you have something to say, and they will spread to their own followers what you are sharing. Then, how to have efficient tweets? First, be brief. We said it, 140 characters. You can say a lot in 140 characters. Sometimes it's difficult, I know, but you can say a lot. Mention the people you're talking about. maybe right now you're talking about this session. Please do. and don't talk to me saying Audrey said that. Talk to me saying at @Airblin. By the way, it's at @Airblin. Please follow me. And because as soon you will mention me with my handle, I will know it. I will receive notification. And wow, I will love it. If you say nice things, of course. And I may retweet you, I may reply you, I may follow you. And my follower will see just that. And they might follow you again. And that's the way it works. If you want people to know you're talking about them, mention them. Also, put call to action. Put hashtag. They will click on the hashtag. They will see the whole discussion about it. So, for example, if you want to tweet right now, put my handle, @Airblin. Put the position of strength hashtag, but put also the Women's Forum hashtag, because you will join all the conversation in one, and all the people interested by this topic will see your content. Use photo. We talked about it earlier, but use photo because this will create way more engagement on your content. This will help you to catch attention. You can upload photo directly from your phone and the app or from your library. You can upload 4 pictures in just one tweet, 4 different pictures. And also, you can tag user in the picture. So, for example, you no longer have enough space to talk about a lot of stuff in your text, and you want me to be aware you're tweeting about this session, but you don't want to put my name in your tweet. You click on the photo, and you will be able to tag my username. I will receive a notification. It will help you. People feel really happy when they are mentioned in something. So it will help you having retweets and followers and just making sure that your content is spreading on the platform. And use video. Photo is perfect, and it's really good. Do it. But now we're talking about video. You have the ability to share video. Existing video or just to record yourself. And you can use it with testimony. You can ask questions. You can answer questions. So use it because it's catchy and it's in autoplay, meaning that it will start automatically in the people's timeline. And would create a great engagement from other users. So let's talk about safety. Safety is important, I told you earlier, because we want people, and women especially, to feel safe on Twitter. And it's important because if you don't feel safe, you will not share any content. You will not say what you have to say. So we do have rules. I know it sounds silly like that to say that this way, but yes, there's rule on Twitter. And actually, people forget about it, but we do have rules. We do have a lot of rules. I will go through that. So every time you see an abusive behavior on the platform, report it to us, and then we will be able to take action. If you don't report, we don't know that this behavior is happening on our platform, and we can't take any action. So our rules are made to be enforced. Help us enforcing them by reporting content to us. I will go really quickly through our rules. You can't make violence threats against people on Twitter. You can't. So if you reported it, we will take down accounts. We don't allow people to harass others. We don't want people to be bullied on our platform. Also, this is something that we will take down if it is reported. We are doing more and more on unlawful conduct. We know that in the past, we may not have been the best on that, but we are changing. We made a lot of announcements last November 15, and we are moving fast on hateful conduct because we don't want people to be attacked or threatened on the basis of their race, their religion, or the fact that they are women. And that's important for us. Safety is also about privacy. We can't share content that is telling private information from other people. We can't do that. And I have a few comments on that. The first one is, don't forget that this platform is public. So if you start a discussion with someone, go through DM if you want to share your phone number. Don't share it in a tweet, please, don't. And tell your teenager, do not do that. My other comment with Twitter is in more a general comment, but I'm always wondering myself when I'm tweeting. Would I say the exact same thing, the exact same way, in the middle of a really crowded place with a megaphone? If the answer is not, don't tweet it. It's simple. It's a public platform. Everyone will be able to see and to hear what you have to say. So think about what you're saying. And of course, this includes photo or video of intimacy. If someone is sharing a photo or a video of yourself in intimacy and you don't agree with it, tell us, let us know, and we will take down this content. Of course, we are a platform that is supporting and defending anonymity. It doesn't mean that you can impersonate people. If someone is impersonating your account, let us know. Let us know, we will take it down. And we are trying to work hard. It's a difficult matter, talking about self-harm and suicide. We are trying to work and to give the ability for witness of someone who might commit suicide or doing himself self-harm to report it to us. And then we will try to reach this person, try to help her or him, and try to do stuff for him. It's a difficult matter, but if you see someone on the platform who might be in this situation, report it to us. And we will do our best. So this is our rules. Question is how to enforce it, and also how you can control your experience. Because there's different kind of stuff. Yeah, the way we can take down content, but we also want you to be able to control your own experience and to choose what you want to see on the platform. I want you to remember 4 tools. This is the only slide you have to remember, so just take a picture of it, tweet it, bring it back home, everything. 4 tools. The first one is unfollow. It looks obvious. It is not. Because sometimes people forget that, oh, I don't want to see this content. Just unfollow the user. Might be a good solution not to see this content. So if there's something you don't want to see, start by unfollowing it. The second tool is mute. Mute is an ability to mute someone, meaning that you will continue to follow the user, but you will no longer see the content in your timeline, and you will no longer see notification. The third one is block. Block will create a wall between you and your user. You will no longer be able to see the user. You will no longer be able to see you. And then report. We talked about it, but let us know what's happening. This is the only way we can help you. Let us know. You have a first tool you can see in your notification settings. This is a quality filter. It will help to choose the best quality notification. It will just show you the best quality notification. It's not removing the notification for people you follow. And by the way, you do have the ability to just show the notification from people you follow. This will just help you having just the best of the notification. So if you want it, turn it on. Mute. For example, I want to mute Coca-Cola. So I will go on Coca-Cola account or tweet, and I will press the small arrow in the right corner. You see, that's the most important button you have to remember today. And then it will open a tab, and then it's really simply mute Coca-Cola. It will mute the account. You will no longer see the content in your timeline on notification. We released 2 features 15 days ago. The first one is mute conversation. Sometimes it could happen, and it happened to me sometimes. Someone is talking about you, mentioning you, and for one reason or another, it becomes a buzz, a tweet storm. And a lot of people, hundreds of people, are replying, retweeting, interacting with this content. And you're just mentioning it. So you're receiving hundreds of notifications from something you saw the first time, you're happy to have seen it, but you don't want to have all this thing in your smartphone all the time saying, oh, by the way, someone, I don't know, just liked this tweet. Now you can mute this conversation, meaning that you will no longer receive any notification linked to this tweet. Also, a new feature is to give you the ability to choose words you can mute. It's really important for us to give you the control. So you can go in your settings for notification, and then you will choose muted words. And you will have the ability to choose every kind of words, emoji, hashtag, username, phrases you want to mute, meaning that you will no longer receive notification from content that is with this word or this emoji. It could be useful if you don't want to be spoiled on the next episode of Walking Dead. It could be also useful if you want to prevent yourself from slurs, for example. Block, we told about it. Block will create a wall between you and the other user. It's really simple. You just have to still press the button, and it will give you the ability to block. It will ask you confirmation. This is something you can come from. If one day you want to unblock someone, you can. And then you will no longer be able to see the content of this user. He will no longer be able to see your content. What's interesting with block is that in your setting, you can see the list of the accounts you have blocked. And you can export this list. So you can choose the content blocked you want to share with someone. For example, you have a list of people you know that will be bad for you. And you have a friend, and you tell your friend, hey, this is my blocking list. Just look at it. Maybe it could help you. And this person will be able to block all the people you have already blocked.
Sorry, where is all of this?
So?
Where is all this
In the settings. So basically,
Can you start from the beginning?
so if you're going here, this is Kira's account. Kira is our safety manager for EMEA. Kira, if you go here, it's your profile account. There will be something say settings in it. You click settings, and then here, a big menu will appear. And starting in this menu, you will have everything you want to see, and it's in the bottom, but you will have the block stuff, and you will be able to access everything. You can come in our corner, and we will show you. Reports, it's important. We also made change on reporting. So first of all, you can report tweets, but you can also report accounts. It's important to keep in mind. You're in a tweet, and this tweet is abusive. You click always in the small arrow right corner. You click on report tweet. Then you have different choices. Obviously, you're reporting something abusive, so you will click on abusive. Then, now, and it's good to have it now, to be honest with you, you can report hate. You can report a content that is directing hate against you, someone else, or a group of people. So this is a big change for us and for you. Then you will have the ability to report other tweets from the same user. It's important for us because it gives us evidence of what the user is doing, and it helps us deciding if we are taking down the account or not. And then we give you the ability to explain what's happening, to give us comments, to share the situation of this user. When this process is over, you will receive this. It's a message proposing you to mute or block the user, because during the time we will have to work on that, maybe this user will continue to be a little bit abusive. So to protect yourself during this time, you can mute it, or you can block it. And then, if you are reporting violent threat, you will receive this recap of your report. Why is it important? It's important because what we can do is helping you to protect yourself on the platform. But if someone is threatening you for real, we can't protect you. I will not say in real life, but I will say offline. Because you need to go to the police. And these documents will be sent to you by email. You will just have to print it and to bring it to the police and law enforcement, and it contain everything they need for the investigation. And that's really important, because we can do everything we can in our platform, but we need also to move outside of the platform. And that is important for you to protect yourself.
Sorry, do you have a team in every country, in every region, that looks at those tweets? Because I had reported a tweet that was very offensive to women, but you would only understand, it was in Montreal, you would only understand if you lived there, what he was saying. Because he was talking about someone who killed women in a glorious way. And I reported it and nothing happened.
Oh.
So if it went to France or to the US, they probably don't know what this man is
We
referring to.
actually we just retrained our team to make sure that they have context. And it's really important when we talk about hateful content for the team to have content. Even I am French. Even
Where are they, those people?
our people are all around the world to be sure to answer to reports every time, day and night. And what is important for us, and we know in the past we have not been the best on that, and we are working really hard to try to improve ourselves. And it's difficult. Let's be honest, it's difficult. But this is a big move for us to try to tackle that out of the platform. And what is important for us now, and we retrained all our team, because we want our team to be aware of the context. That's the main issue we had in the past. So it should no longer happen. I will not promise you this will no longer happen, because we are improving ourselves all the time, but we are doing our best. And please, we can talk about this tweet later, and I will have a look at it if you want. And of course, we went really quickly on everything, so you can find everything in our help center, and there will be a recap of everything. It's available in a lot of languages, and not only in English. Then, we are now ready to talk about position of strengths. The idea here is to help you tweeting. We saw that. You now feel comfortable and safe on the platform. Let's use that to share our views, to help women, to be able to speak truly about what's happening in the world for women. We know there's gender inequality. We know there's discrimination. We know there's bias against women. We know that because we have research, we have study, we have digits. We know that because we experienced it. And our platform can be a way to share that. It can change the way it works. We talked about muting and taking down content. That's important. But that's not because we will take down the content that we will mute the idea of discrimination. What we can do is challenge it. And because our platform is public, it's the best place to challenge idea, to try to make people change their mind, to correct them, to give fact-checking about what's happening. And we're all saying that, but the positivity of a movement can challenge the negativity of an event. That's what we call alternative speech. And you have a lot of examples. One of the examples came from Australia. It's end of 2014, I guess. There's a young woman in public transportation in Australia. She is wearing a Muslim veil, and she is suffering aggression and assault in the transport because of that. And people start saying, what's the problem? What's going wrong in it? I will ride with you. I will ride with you so you can be dressed the way you want in public transportation and feel safe. And they started it on Twitter. And it became a movement. There were tweets all around the world about that. And it happened also with Bring Back Our Girls, with Je suis Charlie. There's hundreds of examples of people using our platform to share positivity about negative events. Another really good example. What do you think when we say engineer? You think about geek weirdo from Silicon Valley TV show, right? That's biased, but right. That's what most of people think about engineers. And this girl, Iris, she is an engineer, and she was in an advert. And people started to say, no, she's not an engineer, she's a model. You're saying wrong. No, she was an engineer. Really. And so she started to tweet, I look like an engineer. A big movement about girls and women being engineers, and it's possible, girl. And that's the way it worked. And we had 160,000 tweets about it. And this is a whole slide, so we might have more tweets about it. So one single person with one single tweet is able to share this idea that, yes, I am a girl and I am an engineer. And a good one, by the way. Another example, not okay. I am invited you to look at this hashtag. It's really tough. It's a woman that is starting a tweet saying, let's talk about assault. Let's testify about what happens to women in the world, and using it's not okay. And it started to spread everywhere. And then it's on TV, it's on magazine. And on news. That's the only way we can make things change. And it starts with just one woman saying, let's share what happened in our lives, and saying it's not okay. It means that a single moment, a single tweet can create a movement on the platform and outside of the platform. Few tips really quickly, because I think we are running out of time, but use humor. I love J.K. Rowling, but I think this tweet is incredible. She's answering someone who might have said something really sexist, and this is the best way to answer to these people. Use humor. Be factual. Still J.K. Rowling, I told you I love her. Someone is telling her, thank you for writing, Harry Potter, of course, but I wonder why you said that Dumbledore is gay. Because I guess I don't see him this way. She answered, maybe because gay people just look like people. Be factual. That works. See the number of retweets. 22,000 retweets for this tweet. And then also be clever. Be what you want to be. I mean, someone criticizing Hillary Clinton's smile. I don't see anyone criticizing Donald Trump's smile, but it's another question. And he is answering this way. When will women finally learn to precise right amount of smile? Be clever. And actually, just be yourself. Use the platform you want to use it. Make it yours. And feel confident about your ability to share content the way you want, and feel confident in the fact that we will make our best to make you feel safe on our platform. So we do have a corner in the discovery just right over there. I told about the goodies already. If you want a tweet You can use the hashtag position of strengths. You can send us tweets and DMs, and we can fix meeting if you want. And I really want to thank you very much for attending this first position of strengths session in France. Thank you.